Well, hello, hello, hello. Happy 2023. I know you're saying it's almost March, but for me, it's really February. So this is the month I do it. All right. So here we are in 2023, moving along, and we are starting Mirror Talk. What are we doing with the Mirror Talk this year? Well, we're just going to talk in the mirror this year. So, because I got literally a few more months and I'm retiring. Not that I'm retiring from Mirror Talk, but I'm retiring from some other things. So, happy, happy me. So, let's get started with how we always start. You and I are beautiful. You and I have value. You and I have purpose. So, there we go. Let's start the year off right. Let's say it. Let's be great. Let's go back to the basic. Let's start looking in the mirror again. Let's reminding ourselves. Let's start reminding ourselves of how beautiful we are, how much value we have, how much purpose there is in us. It should be like oozing out of us, unless we are suppressing it, which is not good. So anyway, we've done different things with Mirror Talk. Last year, we took a verse of the Bible based on whatever book of the Bible we were studying, and we kind of dealt with, how when we hold the word up to us as a mirror, like how we look. How is that working out for us? And so this year, we're going to kind of do the same thing because we're studying. Our traveling through the word is basically one word at a time. So we're going to do a nevertheless because that was our word for February. So we're going to do a nevertheless mirror talk. So what do I mean when I say that? Well, what I mean is this. Nevertheless is one of those words. It's kind of like when you say da, 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 but, and it makes you think, okay, whatever she's about to say now is about to transition from what she just said at the beginning. Okay? Like everybody says, but God, I da 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 da, but God. Da 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 da, what's happening? But God. Okay? Nevertheless is a powerful word such as that. But that nevertheless is the one that Jesus used in the garden. And so we're so excited about it. And so for this, nevertheless, we're going to talk about some of the things that I talked about in the Traveling Through the Word YouTube, such as the nevertheless, how it shifts. It can shift me from a positive to a negative. It can shift me from a negative to a positive. It could transition me. It could stop me in my tracks. I mean, there's a lot of things that the nevertheless could do. But let's talk about what it's doing for you when it comes to holding up a mirror to your face. Okay? And so if you think about your life, some of your lives, you either have not been told you're beautiful or for some ungodly reason, you think you're not. Okay, you need a nevertheless. Like you need a nevertheless that says, when I look in the mirror and I see this that I don't like, then nevertheless comes after that. And it says, nevertheless, a sovereign, almighty, all powerful, all amazing God who created everything beautiful in the universe also created you. So you need a nevertheless to remind you of just how beautiful you are. Okay. Some of you may think, I don't like my color. I don't like my weight. I don't like my hair. There's a myriad of things that people go through that they don't like. And you need a nevertheless for those things because you got to kind of say to yourself, now, there are people who have, I'm backing up. There are people who have like medical issues as to why they may, either be the weight they are or let's say, people whose skin shifts and changes the color because of a medical reason. Or there are people who we know that we're in the situation we're in because of how we treat our bodies, right? Like this chicken poo right here, know what I love? Chicken wings, fried. Now I'll eat them just about anyway, but my favorite, fried. Love them. Now this chicken poo right here also has hypertension, high blood pressure. Although I could eat bacon and chicken wings every day and be happy, but my blood pressure would be, through the roof, it would be a hot mess. It would be ridiculous. So I've learned to do things. Okay. So that's the me. There are other people who are in a situation, it has nothing to do with what you're eating or anything to do with what you're doing. This is just what you have. Okay. For whatever medical condition that can't be controlled, this is me right here. All right. So no matter which group of person you are, whether you're in this group or if you're in this group over here, I'm doing this to myself. Myself is doing this to me, whichever group you're in. Okay. I want to tell you, you need a nevertheless. Because your nevertheless is, if I'm in the group over here where I'm doing it to myself, I need to start neverthelessing myself. Like I need to say to myself, you love chicken wings, fried chicken wings, girl. Little chicken poo right here. You love fried chicken wings. Now I'm pointing at me in this camera, not you at this time. Jackie, you, this chicken poo right here, loves fried chicken wings. But you, Jackie, also have hypertension. So you cannot eat fried chicken wings every day. You think bacon is the next best thing. I mean, it's just one of the next best things. I don't know to what, but it's amazing. Okay. But I can't eat bacon every day. So I have to nevertheless myself. You love this. Nevertheless, it is not best for you to eat it every day. So don't do it. See that? That's how that side works. When I'm doing it to myself, I got to nevertheless myself. Right? I know you want to do it. Nevertheless, not good for you, girl. So don't do it. Now, the people on this side right here, my people over here on the other side who I didn't do this to myself. Okay? I came like this. I don't have a choice. This is just how God made me. So my nevertheless for the other group of people is, I know you may not like it and other people may ridicule you about it or have something crazy to say or whatever, but your nevertheless is a sovereign God, a holy and righteous God, one who has never made a mistake, made you this way. And if the creator of the universe made you this way, then guess what? That's the way you need to be. So you need a nevertheless for the other people. The one that says you don't have to like it. Nevertheless, God made it. He made it this way, and so it must be great. Right? Because I know people who have like this chocolate skin like mine that I think is beyond amazing because it looks so good in every color. I mean, I'm just saying they're in the color that this chocolate skin doesn't look good in. All right. But there are other people who have the chocolate skin like mine who are like, oh my gosh, why I got to be this color? Why I got to be. Okay. No. So you need a nevertheless. You need a nevertheless that says, do you know how smart God is? And the smart God, the one who never made anything horrible, made you that color. So he must have thought, I like this color. Because I'm going to make her this color right here. So it's got to be something about that color I like. And one of the things that he likes about the color is me and you. So there we go. Okay. Some of us have curly hair and some of us have straight hair and some of us have long hair and some of us have short hair. And it's all these things. I got round eyes and somebody got this kind of eyes and somebody got my nose looks like this and somebody else's nose looks like this. And I got lips that looks like this. And it's all these things that we have. But we need a nevertheless. When we don't feel good about them, okay? When it's something about them that makes us not feel good about ourselves and not recognize our beauty, our value, our purpose, we need a nevertheless. Whether the nevertheless is to myself, to self, that means you or me, or the nevertheless is to the other people who are trying to make me think the wrong way. The point is, we need a nevertheless. Okay? When somebody is telling you you're not capable of doing something, you need a nevertheless. All right? If you know, hey, I can do that. And I don't care how many jobs have rejected you. I don't care how many people have said, I'll take so-and-so over you. That doesn't negate you. Okay? You need a nevertheless. The nevertheless that says, The great creator put this gift inside of me. So this gift inside of me is going to shine somewhere. It can either shine with you or it can shine with somebody else. I'm good with either way because all I know is it's going to shine. Right? It's the same way when we think about our value. Okay? Don't allow the world or other people to determine the value you put on yourself. You are priceless. I'm priceless. You can't put a price on me. Okay? No. They don't print enough money to serve as the value of what I am. They don't print enough to serve as the value that you serve. Okay? And so when you don't think that it's there, give yourself a nevertheless. Okay? Remind yourself, I feel this way. This is what my mind is telling me. This is what society, social media, JoJo, Ron, Susie Q, Shirley Mae, Shaniqua, like all the names, Gloria, Isabel, we just name all the names. All of those people, or the world, or some television show, or some book, or some whatever, has said this to me. But if it doesn't line up with the fact that I'm beautiful, I have value, and I have purpose, then it's a nevertheless to all of it. Okay? You may not like the way I look, nevertheless, I'm still beautiful. You may not see my value, nevertheless, I still have it. You may not believe I have purpose, nevertheless, I really do. And so that is what I want you to do. So as we're adding our I am beautiful, I have value, I have purpose, just go ahead and add your nevertheless. Nevertheless, doesn't matter what anybody else is saying. Doesn't matter what anybody else is thinking. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Doesn't matter at all. Okay? Because I've read the book about you. I've read your creator's book about me, and I read the creator's book about you. And there are tons of proof that says what I'm telling you. You are beautiful. You have value, and you have purpose. And it came wrapped in you. Okay? Now you can go to school and get a degree. You can get a license, a certification. You can do all these things. And all of those things add. They add to what you already have. But the purpose, value, and beauty came wrapped with you. Okay? It wasn't waiting. It hadn't been like, well, when you do this, you'll be beautiful. When you do this, you'll have value. When you do that, no. It came out with you. When you were birthed, it came right out with you. All wrapped up in you. Okay? So let's remember that. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You are beautiful. You have value, and you have purpose. Nevertheless, what your mind thinks or what other people are saying to you, or even what you may see with your own eyes, if they are not seeing what the Creator has said about you, if you are not seeing what the Creator, the one who made you, said about you, you're wrong. So nevertheless, what you think, I'm right. You're beautiful, you have value, and you have purpose. So that is our nevertheless for Mirror Talk for the month of February. I shall see you guys in the month of March. Until then, stay beautiful, stay full of value, and stay filled with purpose. Goodbye.